Wrong maybe for going onto Canyon, but maybe exactly right for going into the bottom lane, as now the engage comes in onto Kellen here. The Ignite already put on, and you can see with the red buff, Kellen is just fresh meat, and down he will go. That is first blood to Owner already.
And this is the kind of setup for a smart jungle pathing. Like, this is the kind of setup you see from players like Peanut, like Owner, where you leave yourself a back door. You are both threatening the Morgana, but you have a way to say, if Morgana doesn't show here, it doesn't come over to red buff, and I'm not going to be able to look for an advantage there, I can then also back off and take an advantage against the enemies, the enemy 2v2 who is pushed up. The enemy bot laners are exposed, so I have two real strong angles here at the same time.
And a very aggressive player, as now he will go in with the Dominus, does not care about the World Ender, but Zeus is going in. A heavy trade that looks to be in favor of Nuguri for the moment, as Zeus is trying to get those cooldowns back. As the follow-up will be there, and get level 6, as now he is in position with Faker, who is going to get in here first, but the binding is good on to T1's jungler. As now the follow-up fight, they're going to try to burst down Faker, but he immediately goes into that ult, and then Owner's going to be followed up on, and that's a double kill already for Nuguri. In this top river, they get the Rift Herald as well. Very clean.
From the Draven lane, Sicaria, we did see, is going to try to take the Scuttle. But look at the decisive way in which Damwon Kia play this out. Draven ult comes through, but Nuguri just instantly comes in, deletes him. And with the binding there, the Cyclone is not going to be able to stop the collapse. One more time. This is a Nuguri call. Well, yep, he does call for it, I was going to say. And he just comes in, takes out the Lissandra. It's a double kill.
Yeah, pretty stuff.
Yeah. Rolling death. Help.
Not going to be easy, especially at this early part.
Oh. Zeus messing up there on the dash. Dominus already pressed, trying to bully Zeus out of the lane, even getting some help from his buddy Swain.
City here, you know?
Nuguri in a lot of trouble here, actually. Does not have any cooldowns. Just going to try to get burst down, but actually he should be okay. Nearly trades it back, as he will not be okay in the end. In fact, overstay, they don't get caught by the rotation from T1.
And look at where everybody is on the map. Faker is not in lane, so the call is really easy for Showmaker to make. Like, I'm going to push mid, you guys dive bottom. We know that Owner is topside.
Blank's got a really nice position, but this teleport should be spotted. Will it be spotted on time? Faker's getting in there. They're looking for the Wombo. They get into that back line, and they're going to decimate the Draven once again, as the Swain survives through a long period of time. And Nuguri is so huge in this fight, but he cannot get on top of the Kalista. And T1, they do it again, this time from behind. They're able to sweep up Damwon Kia.
All it takes is just one ward. One ward, teleport comes in from Faker, and they are able to not only get top turret, but top turret, Drake, mid turret, and a team fight win. 4 members of Damwon Kia falling flat on their faces here, and all the lead they had, all the advantages they had, the smooth sailing we were talking about, it all comes here potentially as well. So that's something for your troubles. Damwon Kia still maintaining a small gold lead here. They're going to try to force the whole turret down. And even with the Lissandra flank angle here, it looks like Faker just got his ult up. Not happy to engage there, not going to actually try to force a second fight on T1's terms. So Damwon actually will get a huge influx of gold.
Yeah, they do get that. It does feel like a little bit larger than just a small consolation prize, but it was just really nicely timed, you know, keeping the tempo on the map, because T1 kind of had to, after the push, go back, buy their items, be back on the map, which they couldn't quite do on time. But this fight was just insane.
And it's just Faker with the rest of this comp working as intended. Like, he claws into the control ward, and you could just screenshot there, like photos taken moments before disaster. As look at the stopwatch usage. You mentioned the stopwatch advantage Damwon Kia had, but you're just buying time for the inevitable. Unfortunately, as Nuguri does what he can, but Draven dies basically immediately. So
he's there this time, but goes to use, and he's got his happy feet going here a little bit. Still has flash, but he has been isolated. Nice amount of damage to him. There's the stopwatch now, as then he will go down.
Yeah, and it's crazy how both these games 2 and 3.
Zeus is like, fight me, you won't. And okay, looks
TP.
like he just barely got out of that one. Yeah, TP does come in. Nuguri in a rough spot here. Does have teleport himself as Faker gets over the wall, and that will be a kill secured here for now, the 5-0.
They want to get more control here. Damwon Kia Not a whole lot of vision here anymore on the Baron themselves.
That hurt.
That's Morgana for you. You end up getting a stun.
Oh!
There's some money in your pocket. Finally, DuckDom going to get a cash in here, and it's going to be a kill onto the AD carry, and just like that, one ward over the wall, Morgana gets a binding, put that black pool on the AD carry, and then from a million miles away, DuckDom snipes him. Who says Draven's not long range?
Yeah, well, we do have teleport coming on in. Owner is still here. And he is behind the pit looking for it now, as we do have double smite here for the side of Dominus. Faker gets in and gets blown up immediately, and Zeus is like, well, I gotta get out now.
DuckDom gets black shielded here. There's no Aatrox angle for him. This should be the Baron.
Owner does get in, and nope, it's gonna go the way of Kia, as one by one, the dominoes do fall here. Another kill into the hands of DuckDom. They pick up the Baron, and Kia now 6,000 gold ahead.
Kia is so good at punishing Faker in these moments. So this is just one control ward. Insane value. Blackpool binding and the Swain poke from his birds coming through. And then the perfect whirling dervish comes through, takes him out. And then watch this, as soon as Claw's down, they're like, no Claw for Faker. Root comes through, everybody turns on a dime. And that Lissandra is instantly dead. Broke stopwatch in that last attempt to kill her. She died anyways, doesn't have it this time, so can't buy time. Owner with a nice attempt here, but T1 giving up 2 kills and the Baron laning is not a good look here.
Guma, there is a lot of other players there, not just Kellen. As now the engage not going to work this time into the concave that Kia do back into.
But T1 get control of the Baron from this if Zeus can get out.
Oh, binding. There once again, Faker has to stasis. Owner doesn't get the engage, and Kia, they back straight up into that concave.
They can just push. They can just push here and say, you know what? We're going to actually siege up your base and then kite back to Baron. And Cyclone is down, as you say.
Maybe it's just Cloud Soul for them. Knowing Dom1.
Knowing Dom1.
They do not want to take any risks.
I mean, you're on match point. You mess up once, you lose the series. And even though this is not necessarily optimal, they're trying to contest.
Yeah, and this is a little bit rough. Okay, we have the flash on in now, trying to get on top of Nuguri, who is all alone. And look at the zoning right now from Faker. Gets into that ultimate. Nuguri gets extremely low and just isolated and killed as in goes Keria. Not sure about that one, as he's just going to die.
Not the cleanest fight.
Everything was good up until that moment for T1, but now they're just being vacuumed up down the mid lane.
We'll have his GA now for the next fight, but just isolated and zoned there. T1 so much more decisive than Kia, but then in Keria's case, perhaps a little bit too decisive on the return engage. So there isn't a follow-up here. This is the moment Faker teleports in and Nuguri's like, oh, my team is not here. He's caught instantly by Keria's bandage toss. Has to stay Baron immediately, and they are doing Baron. This is T1
Very
doing Baron.
Important. They have no idea. And you see Canyon is moving over right now. We have DuckDom is backing, as now he's going to come over, as they do spot this out. And in fact, they should be able to stop it once Faker... oh, man.
He doesn't want to flash?
Yeah.
Okay, he got his claw.
He was just waiting for that one.
That was scary.
So, nice little try from T1, but they don't really have the Baron damage without their Callista.
In a comp like what Dom1 is running, binding is essentially just the golden gun. Like, if you hit somebody with that alone, they die.
Okay, trying to get on in here. There's only 2 of them now. They're going to force a flash. So now the binding comes in. There's that golden gun. Owner is whirling death away from actual death, as Owner, okay, he will be able to walk it out, even though he was on vision. DuckDom not able to land that one.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, they deny the back again of the T1 jungler.
They have these blue trinkets, and they're just spotting out the whole jungle here. T1, everything they're trying to do is seen. Kellen can literally hold the door here and try to stop anybody from coming over. Faker,
he's got smite.
Hopeful.
Okay, he got around the door, but yeah, pretty clean take here from the side of Kia. As they will just take it to, they didn't even have to kill anyone to take that one down, and very current Dom1 standard.
So we talked about the range, the hard engage, right? And the war of attrition between these two teams and how fights will probably be decided instantly. Like the game, you will know in the first 2 seconds who won the fight, probably because T1 either blows somebody up or blow two people up, or the longer fight happens and Damo and Kia either blew people up at the beginning or won that fight. And Keria,
Kenyon is so fast. The Cloud Soul actually helping out a lot alongside of the Cloud Rift. He just could not be ran away from.
Yeah.
Keria just dies.
You get bound, you are dead in this game. That's how it works. And in longer fights and in neutral, the poke of the pool, the binding threat means T1 can't get anywhere near Damo and Kia. When they have Baron buff, they've got great siege, and they're just going to use it. No Amumu engage angle here for T1. They're just going to use it to push down an inhibitor. There's nothing that T1 can really do about this. They can't flank. They don't want to be anywhere near Damo and Kia, but Damo and Kia are closing the distance. Now they're in the base.
Yeah, really trying to set up for this follow-up push into mid as the Binding will sail wide. It looks like T1 might make a last stand here, but another claw blocked by the door, and T1 not ready to make the play. They're waiting for their Amumu. And Damo and Kia, very respectable once again. They have Baron buff, but they are not going to get caught out.
T1 just have to bide their time here somehow for 80 seconds. Just, I mean, there's so much siege here, so much poke with these pools.
Okay, Keria's got to go in now. Faker gets into the back line, but doesn't end up doing too much as they are not able to blow up the back line this time around. Guma is hopping it out, a huge cyclone. But that is not nearly enough. Feels like the wallet's a bit heavy here for the side of Damo and Kia, and they will be able to take at least one game in this series and bring us to 2-1 as Damo and Kia will push to end.
Now, Damo and Kia have done it. Just a better setup here for fights. They got ahead. Their comp is the anti-T1 composition. Bindings were great from Canyon all game long. Out-farms Owner after being gapped by him in the first two games.
살짝 가봐. 방배. 일단 높여. 앞라인. 나 존나 있는데. 나 방패. 한테 볼게. 할리 노플이야. 끝난데. 평타. 센터 아니네. 나이스. 야 미안하다. 나 근데 비싼 디테일을 못 찾았네. 그 얘기도 많은데 시작할게. 얘기하긴 했어. 까비. 잘해보자. 단판. 화이팅.